Hello everyone, I am Kimberly Joy Margalio with my partner Hannah Faye Mesayas, and we'll be tackling about illustrating the SAS, ASA, and SSS congruence postulates. The objectives of this video is to define SAS, ASA, and SSS congruence postulates, illustrates the SAS, ASA, and SSS congruence postulates, and relate SAS, ASA, and SSS congruence postulates in real-life situations. But first, let's have a review about solving congruent triangles. Identify the pairs of congruent sides and congruent angles from the given triangle KIM and triangle JOY. Let's first identify the congruent sides. Line segment IM is congruent to line segment OY. Line segment KI is congruent to line segment JO. And line segment KM is congruent to line segment JY. Next is congruent angles. Angle Y is congruent to angle M. Angle J is congruent to angle K. And the angle O is congruent to angle I. So what is congruent triangles? Congruent triangles are defined by 6 corresponding congruent parts, 3 corresponding congruent sides, and 3 corresponding congruent interior angles. Let's now define what is included angle and included side. Included angle, it is the angle between two sides of a triangle, while included side, it is the side common to two angles of a triangle. We have here an example. In triangle ABC, identify the included side of angle A and angle C and the included angle of line segment AB and line segment BC. So the included side of angle A and angle C is the line segment AC, and the included angle of line segment AB and line segment BC is angle B. Let's have another example. Here shows triangle SON. Angle S is the included angle between line segment SN and line segment SO. Angle O is the included angle between line segment OS and line segment ON. Angle N is the included angle between line segment NS and line segment NO. Line segment SO is the included side between angle S and angle O. Line segment ON is the included side between angle O and angle N. And line segment SN is the included side between angle S and angle N. Let's now move on to triangle congruence postulates.
Number 1 is the SAS, or the side-angle-side congruence postulate. It says that if two sides and an included angle of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding two sides and the included angle of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. For example, given triangle PQS and triangle WXY, line segment PQ is congruent to line segment WX. Angle Q is congruent to angle X, and line segment QS is congruent to line segment XY. Therefore, we can say that triangle PQS is congruent to triangle WXY. Number 2 is the ASA, or the angle-side-angle congruence postulate. It says that if two angles and the included side of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding two angles and included side of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. For example, given triangle ABC and triangle DEF, as we can observe in the illustration, angle A is congruent to angle D. Line segment AC is congruent to line segment DF, and angle C is congruent to angle F. Therefore, we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Side-side-side congruence postulate. It says that if three sides of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding three sides of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. For example, given the triangle MNP and triangle QRS, as we can observe in the illustration, line segment MN is congruent to line segment QR. Line segment NP is congruent to line segment RS, and line segment PM is congruent to line segment SQ. Therefore, we can say that triangle MNP is congruent to triangle QRS.